Hello everyone and welcome back to the Vantage in a minute. In today's session, we will explore the Vantage toolbar inside 3ds Max and understand what each option does before we start working in the Vantage. So let's begin. The very first option is Live Link. Live Link opens Vantage in the real-time rendered viewport and directly inside 3ds Max. This means you don't have to export your scene every time you make changes. Once I click Live Link, Vantage start loading the scene. After a few seconds, you will notice that every modification you do in 3ds Max reflexes directly in the 3ds Max itself in the rendered form. Whether you are moving objects, assigning various materials, adjusting light intensity, modifying geometry, or changing textures, everything updates in the real time. Another great advantage is let's say if you are looking at animations if you have created in the 3ds Max timeline or switch to let's say animated camera, you can immediately see the animations updated in the 3ds Max viewport itself. This makes incredibly easy to view and camera movements and animations before rendering the final output. Once you start Live Link, it's hard to go back to traditional workflow. So the second option is Live Link as a Vantage Standalone. Instead of opening inside 3ds Max, Vantage opens its own dedicated application window. This gives additional features of the Vantage features as a larger workspace for scene editing. We'll explore standalone interface much greater detail in upcoming episodes. Let's look at the export options. The first export option send camera scene to Vantage. The second option export both camera and its animation you have created in the 3ds Max. And one of my favorite features is the import change from the Vantage. Suppose you have added lighting, populated your scene and assets, created cameras and made adjustment inside Vantage. Instead of repeating that work in 3ds Max, you can simply import those changes back into your 3ds Max in scene with the single click. This helps keep both applications synchronized and saves a lot of production time. Finally, we have render with Vantage. This option allows you to render your project scene directly from 3ds Max. Vantage automatically opens in background and loads your scene. Renders using selected camera saves output without requiring you to manually open the application. And that's it for today's session. In the next episode, we will explore Vantage Live Link workflow in the SketchUp and see how it differs from the 3ds Max workflow. Thanks for watching. I will see you in next episodes.